Welcome, beautiful souls, to the Divine Connection with Candace. I am here to share with you the wisdom of the universe and all things spiritual. Hello, beautiful humans. Candace here. I am wanting to do a collective reading today, and the questions that I had for my guides is, what do you need to know for your greater good in the most divine way? And we're just going to allow just a little bit of time to sink in and allow the energy and the messages to come through. So this is a time as we transition into April to May. This is a really powerful time. It's a very potent time. There is a lot of change that is happening in all of our worlds, in the collective field. We're feeling the earth changing. We're feeling the vibration of the earth shifting and moving. And because of this collective energy that is elevating and moving and shifting, we are having a lot of feelings of disorientation in the body. Like, I feel as I'm like stepping deeper into this energy, it feels very sort of disorientating, almost like inability to stabilize. So you're feeling almost like lightheaded, maybe a little bit dizzy, as I like fully feel this energy. So I guess what that would translate to is your life at the moment is extremely destabilizing is the word that's trying to actually come through. Is your world is really distable at the moment, and that is because it is trying to shift and change in order for a better and brighter future. So if what you're experiencing at the moment is a bit of chaos, it sounds like an extreme word, but it may be just an internal chaos, or maybe an external chaos, in the sense that you are losing relationships that you did not think that you would lose. You are feeling disharmony within your body. You might actually be physically feeling a lot of imbalance and disharmony, and as though you cannot realign right now. Almost like where our energy is very much not grounded and anchored in our body, and it's a little bit up in the ether and very much up in those higher realms, and we're kind of trying to find clarity. So clarity is a word that just came in. So we are in a very unstable time in your world, why you're not anchored into your body is because you are trying to find a clarity above you. You're trying to find answers to what is happening. So if this is a relationship right now that has broken down, you're trying to find the answers of why this is happening. Why right now? Why is this happening to me? If this is friendships, it feels like it is more to do with external relationships rather than just your internal world. So whether that could be a partner, it could be family, it could be friends, but there are some external relationships that are completely imploding out of nowhere. And what we're doing is we're separating ourselves from our body, and we're going up into this sort of we're trying to find answers into this sort of like higher energy, where you know, if you're watching this, you're probably somewhat connected to your guides, and so you're trying to leave your body to try and find a answer from either God or from your guides or from angels. And so we're not really connected to our body right now. When we're not really connected and we're constantly trying to find answers external to us, it can feel very stuck and obsessive almost. That energy feels very obsessive because we're constantly trying to find an answer outside of ourselves to answer why this breakdown of these relationships are happening. And so you're trying to find clarity by leaving and trying to find clarity from others, from your guides, or from a sort of godlike energy. So it's making me feel a little bit disabled, it's making me feel a little bit disorientated, this energy. So if this is what you're experiencing, I had to sort of snap out of it, is come back to your body. Like, come back to yourself. Sometimes I think we can be a little bit stuck, especially when you are spiritually connected. You can be a little bit stuck in trying to find answers external. And when you're trying to find answers in the ether, connecting to God or angels or your guides, you're trying to find an answer outside of you. Sometimes we truly have all the answers within us. It is already within us. And sometimes we're just looking for confirmation, or we're looking for something to tell us something other than what we know is the truth. Because maybe we're looking for an answer that's a little bit easier, but rather than the truth that's already within us. So I almost feel like I want to just be like, let's come back. Let's come back to our body. Let's come back to ourselves. Let's come back to our heart. Because truly that's where the answer is. And as I come back a little bit more into my body, I realize there's so much tension in here. There's so much tension held within because there is a little bit of chaos going on outside of you. But coming back to ourselves, our heart, and to our body is where we find the answers. And it's where we can sometimes find the clarity that we have been searching for. And it is important to also come back to yourself and to your body to connect to your heart. It's beautiful to be able to connect to the high realms, but there is also a necessity to connect back to our heart and to our heart's wisdom and to our soul. So the message that is really coming through very clearly is, I understand that you're feeling a lot of chaos and a lot of unstable energy within you. And if you are feeling this, it means that you are not really connected to your body, to your heart, and to your soul. And what you're needing to do is come and sit in your body. Come back, take a moment in time to meditate, but draw your energy back in. So think of your energy is up here, and I want you to envision it coming back and coming back down and drawing it back down, down, and anchoring it back down into your heart. Imagine that your energy is all the way down into your heart. And as you come back here, you're going to feel a lot that you didn't recognize that you were holding in your body. And once you feel that, you're going to feel the tension and the discomfort. And I want you to just allow that to move. And there's going to be a need to find the answers. And remembering the answer is going to be so unique to you. And I would say when you are experiencing a collapse of a relationship, know that often the uncomfortableness is going, that foundation wasn't stable, because what is stable does not fall down. And so then it's reflecting on, what did I allow myself to sit in? Where did I not honor my own soul? Where did I not honor my own boundaries? And where did I allow that to become unbalanced? And in those questions, I feel you're going to find a lot of answers and a lot of clarity of how to move forward. Know that whatever chaos that is happening, it is happening for a reason. And within you, to find your own strength and empowerment, there's a necessity. But astrologically, in this moment in time, there is a necessity for all the illusions to be exposed. We are going through a transit time in which our collective world is experiencing this, where the illusions are breaking away and we are seeing the truth. And that's going to not only occur on a global scale, but it's going to occur within our world. Ooh, and that feels a little bit more grounded as we that we've kind of dove into it and found some clarity on what actual steps you're needing to do. And remembering in the embodiment of coming back within into your body, connected to your heart, it doesn't mean that we just solely stay here. We can move between worlds. We can move within us. We can move our energy to the higher realms outside of us, but we need to come back because there's always a need for a balance. Sometimes I think we can get very lost in when we have messages of we're too up here and we're kind of stuck in this energy of being external to our body, and we go to a bit of an extreme where we think about me just telling you that you're needing to come back to your heart and to your body. Sometimes then we can take that to an extreme and think what I'm saying is to stay or only here. But that is not what I'm saying. I'm saying it's beautiful to be able to move, but we need to find the balance or be able to move back and in and out. And in that balance is where you find harmony and you find peace and you find that your energy feels less unstable, less dizzy, less sort of disconnected from yourself. And so if this is what's happening in your world, I have such deep empathy for you, because I understand and I hear you and I feel you, and know that we are all going through this and you are not alone on this journey. And know that if this is what's happening in your world, it has a greater purpose. And the greater purpose is once you're on the opposite side. And once you're on the opposite side and you find your clarity, you find your lessons, you're going to find your magic. And I send you so much love on your journey. Share with me in the comments, like, subscribe. Let me know if this resonates, what's going on in your world. And it is beautiful to connect. And I see you and I send you love.